Hello, I'm James Crawford, Chief Academic Officer for Federal Way Public Schools. Standards-based grading report cards for Federal Way scholars have two distinct sections. One, reporting the achievement of academic standards. The other reports skills and behaviors that promote learning. These skills and behaviors impact scholar academic progress and contribute to positive and productive classroom communities. Scholars are provided feedback on three criteria: collaboration, ownership of learning, and the scholar's ability to problem solve. Teachers and families can support scholars as they grow as learners by using grade-level, student-friendly rubrics. Rubrics help scholars and families understand the specific standards and will evolve as scholars advance through the grade bands. Find out how our first criteria regarding the importance of collaboration in scholar development and how the standards for collaboration evolve as scholars progress through the grade levels.
So collaboration is a very important life skill that can be developed over time with scholars, and it's something that progresses from the early grades, pre-K, all the way up to grade 12. In pre-K to 2, scholars will learn and grow skills for participating in discussions. In grades 3 to 5, these skills are developed and active listening even more enhanced by being able to respond to a speaker, by asking questions, by paraphrasing and interpreting what they thought they heard, and providing feedback to others about their contributions. In grades 6 through 8, scholars should be able to work collaboratively with peers on group tasks. Therefore, they should be able to support other scholars in their efforts, utilize strategies to keep the group members working well together and cohesively. And finally, in grades 9 through 12, scholars will develop the ability to work collaboratively in a variety of roles. They're able to provide feedback and respond to feedback from each other to adjust and refine the skills to accomplish the task. Collaboration is an important skill that will contribute to scholar success now and also prepare them to be ready for the future in their post-secondary experiences.
The next criteria, ownership of learning, helps scholars develop their own routines and organizational skills. Next, we hear how engaged scholars are taking ownership of their own learning.
So the second standard within the behaviors that promote learning is specifically ownership of learning. Participating in classroom activities, knowing school routines, and utilizing organizational skills are important factors for scholars to take ownership of their learning, which leads us to a successful school experience. Scholars demonstrate these skills in a variety of ways as they move through the grade bands. So beginning in pre-K through second grade, scholars are guided by their teacher through the school and classroom routines, followed by scholars developing and refining the ownership of those strategies in 3 through 5, as well as in middle school. Finally, in grades 9 through 12, teachers gradually release control around those organizational skills and completing work on time to the scholars.
Our third and final criteria, problem solving, is a means as well as a goal within instruction. We will now hear from a Federal Way public school teacher who illustrates how problem solving enables scholars to become college and career ready.
Problem solving is one of the 3 behaviors that promotes learning. We develop a continuum that starts from pre-K and goes all the way to high school. So in the primary age, students will learn and complete problem solving steps. And in middle school, they will do this independently and end up in high school developing multiple strategies to persist towards a goal or a solution. So in a nutshell, this continuum consists in developmentally appropriate behaviors that will enable scholars to manage emotion and feelings positively without disrupting the learning process. Also identify strategies to promote positive interpersonal relationships. Identify solutions to problems and persevere through challenging situations. And towards high school, we expect scholars to be able to identify an adult or a support system that will help them be successful academically and socially.
The behaviors that promote learning align to Federal Way Public School Strategic Plan, specifically Goal 5, Persistence to Graduation. In Goal 5, every student scholar will successfully navigate the critical transitions in their schooling and will graduate from high school ready for college, career, and post-secondary experiences. Supporting and reporting the standards that promote learning are a critical component of standards-based grading and reporting. At Federal Way Public Schools, we expect all scholars to develop their collaboration skills, take ownership of their learning, and become critical thinkers and problem solvers. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the behaviors that promote learning and our commitment to the Standards-Based Grading and Reporting Initiative. We will continue to provide you with more opportunities to learn and explore all of the foundational components of the Federal Way Public Schools Standards-Based Grading and Reporting Initiative.